Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com. You're welcome for another weekly edition. First, my top stocks to watch, and we are going to prepare for the next week on the SPY and the QQQ, Tesla, Netflix. So like, subscribe, don't go anywhere, and let's see the charts. So I do hope you had a great November. SPY ended up almost 6% on November. During November, 565 now is the support on the monthly. Of course, we have the all-time highs at the 602.55 next leg, and we are going towards the 653 on the monthly. And as we can see, we are inside a very nice bullish uptrend. This is how it looks. SPY on the weekly, always zoom in, zoom out. On the weekly, SPY ended up 1.2%, no gaps to the downside. 589 now is the support on the weekly. Long continuation, and we are going to meet the upper border, this white trend line once again, same as we did here, same as we did here. Now where we will meet this trend line, at the 630 or the 642? Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? QQQ first on the monthly, super bullish on the monthly, 535. We are inside an uptrend channel. Let's clean the chart a little bit. We don't need all these lines. We have enough lines. We have enough noise. And as you can see, bullish on all time frames. Uptrend channel. 480 is the support. 515, of course, the all-time high is the resistance. Long continuation. Can we get 563 by the end of 2024? In 2024, less than 18 trading days. More or less. Are you prepared? This is how it looks on the weekly. Previous week, short week, ended up with 0.78 to the upside. 500 on the weekly is the support. Long continuation above 515.58, and we will see 534 next leg up on the Qs on the day on the weekly. Dow Jones, what a month! What a month on the Dow Jones. 776. Now 425 is the support. 425, 422, all these areas support. Can we get 484 by the end of 2024? What do you say? Dow Jones, what a year. Year to date, 20% on the Dow. On the weekly, Dow Jones looks like this. Previous week, 156 with another new all-time highs. 440 is the support. Long continuation. 465 is the next resistance on the Dow for the weekly. IWM, 11% on the monthly. Now, the 225 area, very tough resistance. We've been talking about this 225 for so long, and here we are. Broke above it. Very bullish on all time frames. Now the 225 on the monthly from super resistance now needs to become support. Long continuation on the monthly on the Russell 2000, and we are going to see 267 on the weekly. IWM Russell 2000 ended up with a doji with a slight gap to the downside over here. We might get a closing this gap, maybe Monday, Tuesday. The sooner the better. 235 on the weekly is the support. Long continuation above previous week's highs, above the 245, and we will see 256 to the upside. Bitcoin, this is how Bitcoin look at the monthly. What a month. We just opened a new month just now when I'm recording this video. A few minutes ago, we opened a new monthly candle. November, 37.3% to the upside. And what do we see here? If you're a pattern trader, if you're a pattern seeker, which Fibonacci traders, we are not pattern seekers, we just follow price. But if you are a pattern seeker, is this going to happen? From here, we take, according to the trading books, I don't follow it. Why? From my experience, it just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. 125. Can we get it? During December, let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Bitcoin is on a bull run. Ethereum, 47% on November, broke this downtrend since May. Downtrend, broke above it. Now, 36.44 is the support. Below it, 33.22. Long continuation, 4100, 46.50, and maybe 53.60 by the end of this year. Once again, if you're a pattern seeker, you can see several patterns over here. First, you can see this cup and handle. Second, you can also see that Ethereum broke above a bull flag, right? So this is why I don't follow patterns, because anyone can see different patterns. We can argue, what is this pattern? Is this a cup and handle? Is this, I don't know, inverted, maybe inverted head and shoulders, maybe a bull flag? For me, if you can argue on something, so it doesn't have any rules. What we cannot argue is about price, Fibonacci, and trend lines. That's it. Long continuation above 37.40, and we are heading towards 41 and 47 on Ethereum on the weekly. Like, subscribe. Let's continue with SOXX. The semiconductors ETF continues to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consecutive weeks to the downside, 50% on the monthly. The 207 holding support. We got ourselves the sell signal from the FTI. The first sell signal since December 2023. Continuation to the downside, and we will see 193 on the weekly. It looks like this. And if you're a pattern seeker, pattern trader, you can clearly see left head, right shoulder, 202 needs to hold. Otherwise, the same price action we saw over here to the upside from 142 to 202, we will see to the downside. But the problem with patterns, in my opinion, from my point of view, is that once you identify a pattern, you become obsessed and you become biased to the pattern and to the so-called price action that needs to follow this pattern. And if you're biased in trading, you will lose. Never be biased. This is why I never follow patterns. SMH, look at this nasty price action since June. 3 months of a nasty price action. 231 is the support, 250 resistance. This is how it looks on the monthly. This is how it looks on the weekly. We have lower highs. Now we have a double top scenario on the weekly. Below 237, we will see 232. Below it, 213 to the downside. Apple on the monthly, what a month, 5% to the upside. Basically, Apple in the past 4 months, nothing much, no price action whatsoever. 220 support, 237 new all-time highs. The only difference, November from October, September, and August. Look at November's candle. Closed at the high of the month. There is nothing more bullish than this. Long continuation on the monthly, and we will see 257 and 283. On the weekly, Apple looks like this. Super strong. Now the 232 is the support on the weekly. Long continuation, 244 and 252 on the weekly. We also have this uptrend. Next resistance, the upper border of this uptrend together with the 244. Nvidia on the monthly, very nasty candle with this kind of doji from the high of the month until the close. 9.5% to the downside. Now 126, 130 area must hold support. It was a very difficult resistance. June, July, August, and September. broke in October, now going back, retesting the 126, 130 area as support. It's always an area, it's never an accurate price. Breaking down and under, and we are back to 110 on Nvidia. This is how Nvidia looks on the weekly. Nasty price action since middle of October, nothing much. 132, the upper border of the yellow zone, holds very strong support. 140, 141, very tough resistance. For now, in my opinion, it's only sit on hands and do nothing with Nvidia. Microsoft on the monthly, as we can see, what do we see here? Ended up 4.2% to the upside, but nothing much. We are stuck. We can see it better on the weekly. Lower highs, higher lows, price action getting tighter and tighter. It needs to break, whether to the upside or to the downside. Never be biased. Always prepare for both sides. In my opinion, long continuation on Microsoft or long entry on Microsoft, only at least 1 week closing above the 427 area, below the 409, and we are heading south, 400 and 389. Netflix ended up the month. What a month on Netflix. 17.3%, broke up and above a very massive uptrend channel. There is nothing more bullish than breaking above an uptrend channel that started over May of 2022. 2.5 years, broke above it. Now, Netflix is heading towards this yellow trend line, which is resistance for the higher highs since August of 15, June 18, November 21, and can we get December of 2024 reaching around 980, 1000? Let me know in the comments below. Are you holding Netflix? In my opinion, one, if not the most underrated stock of them all. I mean big caps. One of the most underrated stocks of them all. Amazon ended up the month 11.5% to the upside. 195 from a very tough resistance. Now needs to hold support. We need to see if Amazon can reach this red trend line, the upper border of this uptrend channel. We can make a channel, because we know the trend lines are part of channels, and channels are a part of broadening formation. You have here a very nice broadening formation on the monthly, lower highs, and inside this uptrend, breaking below this lower border of this red line, we will see downside on the white line. Amazon, long continuation and above the 216 on the monthly. 238 is the next resistance. Meta, 2 consecutive weeks, nothing, 2 consecutive months, sorry, nothing much of price action. 531 from resistance to support. Ladies and gentlemen, once you put the FTI in your chart, you get everything that you need. Support, resistance, multi-time frames, buy signal, send signal, and it works on any time frame that you want, and it works on anything that you want. You want to trade stocks, you want to trade crypto, forex, ETFs, futures, doesn't matter what you trade, long, short, swing or day trade, it calculates and it calibrates itself according to what you tell him to do. Now we are met on the daily, it recalculates. Met on the weekly, recalculates. Met on the monthly, recalculates. Just put it on your chart and you will have everything that you need to know where price might be heading next with up to 85% accuracy. You want the FTI on your chart because you want to be a professional trader. You want to identify with up to 85% chance on any time frame where price might be heading next without thinking too much, without you breaking your head. Google, just look here at this small table over here. Bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly. So is it a good time to go long on Google? Of course not, because the FTI shows us bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly, no long on Google. So it doesn't matter what I see here. I only look at this small table that gives me the point of view of multi-time frames. You want this FTI, you want this tool on your chart, check the links in the description below, choose the gold membership, and you will get access to all Fibonacci Traders Discord channels. This is our Discord, the Fibonacci Discord channel. We have trading floor for day traders, for swing traders, for options, for crypto, special requests, general chats, and we have the FTI signals. This is the room that the FTI gives us signals by its own. Yes. So choose the golden membership, the gold membership, all Discord channels. Surround yourself with elite traders, and you will get also access to this amazing tool, the only tool that will provide you the most accurate point of view of price action. Check the links in the description below. Join me today so December will look super different on your P&L. Tesla, 38% to the upside, broke the 310 area, very tough resistance, broke above it, and on the monthly, it looks like if we will continue above 360, we will see new all-time highs on Tesla by the end of 2024, as long as 325 is holding support on the weekly, long continuation above 362, and we will see 403 and 456. Palantir, month to the moon, 61% only on November, during November. 56 now is the support. Close the month only almost at the high of the month. There is nothing more bullish than this candle. Maybe December will be some kind of an inside candle, because bulls of Palantir needs to take some rest. They need to take vacation. They are tired. 63% in 1 month. Bulls, buyers of Palantir, are tired. They need rest. And this is what they've got in the past 2 trading weeks. Doji after doji. Palantir's bulls are resting. As long as 59 area is holding support on the weekly, we are good to go long on Palantir. Next is 78 and 91 on the weekly. AMD, nothing much, continues to just disappoint traders, disappoint investors. AMD, since the peak of July, since the peak of March, already lost 39-40%. We are inside a downtrend channel. And if you take the FTI, you can also tell the FTI, give me channels. And it will give you. It will give you channels. And as we can see, on the long run, AMD, on the weekly long run, we are still inside an uptrend channel, but bearish on the 4 hours, bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly, 3 out of 4 time frames on the bearish side, no long on AMD. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, just hit the like, subscribe, because we still have my top stocks for the coming week. Let's start with Li Auto. Let's clean the chart a little bit, because we like our chart clean and clear. Now let's talk about Li Auto on the daily. We are still inside a downtrend channel, but we can identify some kind of a double bottom scenario of the 2180. I want to see a break above the 2477, above the upper border of the yellow zone, and then we can start taking long position on Li towards 2550 and 2660. Next we have XPRO, also very nice double bottom scenario. All we need is continuation above the 1430, we can start taking small position long towards 1475. Once breaking above the 1475, we can add to our already winning position, and then we can go towards closing the gap at the 1533 as the next target. We know that more than 85-90% of all gaps, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of time. Disney, since earnings 2 weeks back, very nice price action. Every day that goes by, we have higher lows, higher highs, long continuation above the 118, and we will see 124 and 132. ARQT, Arcutis Biotherapeutics. What a name, what a price action. Broke above a very tough resistance, the 1140, very tough resistance since March of 2024. Look at this long-term resistance. Last Friday, broke nice, without any doubt, bullish. 1240 needs to hold support, long continuation, and we will see 15 and 1677. Next we have MA, Mid-America Apartment Communities. We have a small gap over here at the 163.60 area, long continuation above previous week's highs, and we can take long position towards 170 and 176. Take a minute, breathe, hit a like, hit a subscribe, hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss any future video or live in the Fibonacci Traders YouTube channel. And also check the links in the description below. We have the one-on-one mentorship, we have online mastery program, we have the Discord. Check the links in the description below, or just go to the Fibonaccis-Traders.com and you will find all the information that you need. Just choose one path to your success. My tools, my experience, your success. DE, this is how DE looks on the daily. Doesn't look much. Look at the weekly. Next week, the third week of November, 12% to the upside. Previous weeks, the last week of November, another 4.3%. And the most important thing is, it broke above a major resistance, the 440, major resistance on Deere and Company, DE, since March of 2022. 2 years and 8 months. Broke above it. Now let's see continuation. 504 and 550 to the upside. WRB, this is how it looks on the weekly. Also broke above a very tough resistance, the 6250. Now all we need is continuation. We can take also, we have a nice uptrend channel over here. Now we can take it like this, extend to the left. We can put the middle line over here, and as we can see, above the middle line, above the 66, we are heading north to meet once again the upper border of this white trend line. Next we have Nike, NKE is the ticker. Double bottom scenario on the weekly. All I want to see is break and close above the 83 area. Still have time until December 16th earnings. This is how it looks on the weekly. Double bottom above the 83. Let's look on the daily. Always zoom in, zoom out. We also can start taking long position above this, the 80 area. Tough resistance on the daily, but as we can see, we had a downtrend. And Thursday, November 21st, we got ourselves the buy signal from the FTI, and from this buy signal, even if we took it from the high of this candle all the way to Friday's close, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trading days, almost 5%, almost 1% average in a day. Long continuation above 80, and we can see 81.80 and 84.30 to the upside. Birkenstock, IRK, double bottom on the daily, long continuation above the 52, and then we will see 55, above 55, 85, 90% chance that this gap at the 60, 75 will get filled. Next we have Intel, INTC. We got ourselves, we are inside midterm uptrend channel since September. 3 months of an uptrend channel. The most important thing is read price action, bouncing between two trend lines. Now we are looking for the bounce back up. The same price action we saw over here. The same price action we saw over here. Can we get it also over here towards the 29.50? Breaking above, closing above the 24.50, and we can start taking long position. And as you can see, the FTI also gives you where to put your stop loss for short, the red label, where to put your stop loss for long. In this case, it was 25. If we will break above the 24.50, we will get the buy signal from the FTI and we will get a new stop loss. The FTI, ladies and gentlemen, helps you make better, smarter, more accurate decisions for your financial freedom. Check the links in the description below. Choose the gold membership and you will get the FTI on your chart, or just go Fibonaccis-Traders.com. Also, all the links in the description below. Check it out. You will find what you're looking for. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. I do hope you find it helpful, educational. If so, like, subscribe, check the links in the description below. I assure you, you will find what you're looking for. Until the next video, stay safe.